Hey friends, enjoy these videos of me porting and polishing these 317 LS heads. If you ever decide you'd like to give it a shot, I'd go for it. I mean, the worst that could happen, you'd have to go to the junkyard, pick up another set of heads. It's really quite easy. Just take your time and learn a new skill. Enjoy, guys. I'm Billy Mack, and welcome to my garage. All right. So where we left off was the exhaust ports. They're pretty close. I have to smooth them out a little bit more. I'm gonna take a little bit off right around there. Just a second, let me grab something that's sharp. Here we go. So in here, I might round off a little bit more, but other than that, they're pretty good. I can smooth out the exhaust port because I don't have to worry about fuel pooling or anything like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start on the intake. Here, this is gonna get rounded out and smoothed down and taken back to about here. We're also gonna take some metal around the valve seat here. And there's a little bit of a lip, but not much. We're gonna take a little bit off there as well. This one here, these intake ports, we're not going to smooth them down completely. We'll probably get them nice with the Dremel and the carbide bit, and we'll see how they look from there. Apparently, if you smooth them down too much, it will cause fuel to pool, which is not good apparently. So little tip, this is the carbide tips that I'm using. This one here is a little gummed up. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. These are not exactly what you would use for aluminum because it does build up a bit. So what I'm going to do, what I have been doing, is I put a little bit of grease on the bits. And this one here, unfortunately, I didn't use any grease the last time, and you can see there's some buildup. So I'll clean this out, put a little bit of grease on, and that'll help prevent any of the buildup of the aluminum. Why don't I have aluminum bits? Well, I've ordered them. And because I am in Canada, unfortunately, things take time. So for now, I do what I can with what I got. All right. So this is me with a copper brush, pulling out the clogged up, whatever you call it, tie bit. So do that the best I can. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of grease.
We're gonna fill the trailers up with furniture, all right, boys. But we're gonna rent them out by the hour.
Oh, that's greasy.
That's really fucking greasy.
Yeah, it's greasy.
Greasy.
Not much, just a little bit. And coat it down. And the filings will then hit the grease and not go in the grooves as bad. Little tip. Ears are ringing, press is overworked, time to take a break. This is what we are working with. So as you can see, shadow it in a bit there. This is all blended in somewhat. There's a couple little rough spots. There's a couple little rough spots that I gotta continue to work at down in here. But as you can see, it's nice and blended. When you have this one here with a sharp edge, and then here's a sharp edge. Back to this one, blend it in nice and smooth down. I don't know if I should leave it textured like this. I believe I should, to keep it from pooling. Everything that I've read and seen online, it's saying to leave it textured as much as possible. The main key is to blend this in more. In back here, I still have to do some polishing down there, but without my longer bits that are ordered but not here, I can't go that far back. So it's making it a tough job. Exhaust port, fairly smooth. Intake port, a little bit of texture.
That's one. I have to finish 3 more on this head, 4 on the other ones, plus there's lots to do.
One particle of unobtainium has a nuclear reaction with a flux capacitor. Carry the two, changing its atomic isotoner into a radioactive spider. Science.
Still lots to do, but I love doing this kind of stuff. It might only make a few horsepower, but you know what? Few horsepower is a few horsepower. The idea is to have the engine make as much power as possible before we turbo it. Just, you know, less boost going through, less pressure inside the engine with the turbo. It's a lot easier on everything. All right, guys, back out here for some more punishment. Time to get back to work on the head. Here we go.
So right here is our after. As you can see, I just clean these up just with a little, I don't know what it is, little stone bit. It's not really taking any material off, just kind of cleaning it up some. Intake ports. Still need a little bit of cleaning on those, but for the most part, the shiny spot is just a little touch-up area that I just did. So I'll hit that again with the 80 grit, then the 120 grit. And then the exhaust. Still some carbon buildup and whatnot. All right, the one that's not done yet, as you can see. Let's get in a little bit closer. You have the hard ridge. And over to the ones that are pretty much done. Tapered down. Intake ports, still dirty. I didn't do a whole lot with these anyway, just kind of clean them up a bit. And that is with the 80 grit. The 120 will shine it up a little bit better. The exhaust ports, shaped like a D. And then over here, they are gasket matched. Again, with the 80 grit, still gonna hit these with the 120, and the exhaust ports I'll probably clean up a little bit more with a finer grit. So we're gonna leave it at that for now. This head's gonna be worked on today. Get this finished, get it off the machine shop. This one, I'm gonna clean it up, finish it up a little bit better. We gotta get going on this Fox body. The most important part is to get the engine back from the machine shop, get going on that. Gasket kit is still not here. I was expecting it to be here by now, but it's not here. Leaving it at that, guys. Take care, mishmash video. Sorry, it's been a busy few days, but I pieced it together. Take care, guys. Welcome to my garage.